Good morning, everyone. Let me check my volume here. There we go. That should be better. And welcome to those of you who've come today. We're going to do some work for the earth and for all the human beings, so I hope. Let me say hello to those who are here. Good morning, Chase and Cavell. And Carol, good morning. And Julie Johnson. And Marvy, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you coming to be here. So let's all ask and bring ourselves deep into the earth first. So we can hold and be in the radiance of the greater part of our consciousness. Very good. And you can begin to feel your auras expanding out and about you. And then we're going to connect into the consciousness of Mother. Very good. And we're going to reach out to all the angels of all the phylums, if they would come and join us, along with the energy of the Ascended Masters. And to those of the universe, come to learn how to help support your own place where you live as you walk in light. Excellent. So we'll call in our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And take a deep breath. As I've spoken out loud my intention, I have a lot of things coming to me we can do. I did watch the news last night and see all the different families that were touched by the shooting at the bank. And it's not to point out one, there's 11,263 people that have had or been shot and killed since the first of the year. And I would think that you will join me to think that that's just way too many. And as everyone is attempting to discover what to do, I even listened to the surgeon who, not just from the one that was just a few days ago, but he is seeing people getting shot by handguns all too often. It's almost becoming an everyday thing. So I'm hoping we can create an energy here to send it around the world, especially into the America, the United States, and allow it to begin to be felt, and new choices, new opportunities of those who know how to do it and how to make it on a federal level and a state level work. So, how you change a paradigm is having a lot of people all come together, have the same mindset to make a shift. So there are others like us doing the same thing, but there will be a camaraderie happen as we're sending this out, and hopefully on some level, somewhere, it will be heard. All right? So I worked at a bank for like 5-7 years. So that was very it hit me when everyone was just gone. And then to hear people talk about them and the families they left behind. It's just very sad, and I hope no one here has had that affect their family. Let me see, more people are coming on here. Okay, Marvin. Yes, please hit the like button. So first, I want to know that we're going to create a prayer first. But I heard from Spirit to also make a hologram. A hologram is something like a pyramid that only the angels and ascended masters, we have to call them in, can do. And it will be like placing a pyramid over all the land we want to touch and make a positive statement of what we want to be so. And I'm open to hearing anyone else in wording or things they want to say. Just write it in and we'll place it in our prayer. But we have to remember we're not alone. Not only is there mother and father, there's all the archangels, the celestial hosts. And we'll just ask for all light beings. I mean, if you want to take paper and pencil out and make notes, you can. Because we are going to, in the end, all say this together. And you can begin to grasp how you take thoughts, write them down, and formulate that which becomes a really good message to someone. So I want to do this first, acknowledging each shooter. And in my mind, for me, I must be harmless. So that is the word I'm going to choose. And I had this written. So we will begin here, and then we'll make it for the United States. And then we'll create a hologram. If you have any other ideas, I know there's also the abortion issue out there, but let's see how we go with this one, all right? From within my heart filled with the magic of God's love, I am now manifesting a bubble of Christ consciousness, light, to contain this negative and dangerous person and have them begin to become calm and to look towards other people for help, to protect all people and the law enforcement officers that would eventually become involved in each situation, allowing the heart of this shooter to never become so, to set him free, her free, and willing to be in light. So what we're doing is asking for whatever that is. I think the one person yesterday had gotten the gun an hour earlier. So whatever it is that's going on within people, we're asking for it to stop and to look a different way. Whether to go to a rehab place, there's places all over that people can just walk in and ask for help. And if there aren't enough, then let them build more. For this being a mental health issue as an excuse, I'm not listening to it. I think it is a dysfunction of health within our whole United States in how those people who we have voted for um, haven't really protected us. Because we aren't ones who can say, this is the law and this is what we want to do. All right. So then next, let's send blessings to these people. And in the same time, letting them know their importance to us as through the name of Mother and Father and all the angels and ascended masters, we call out to those who sit within the seats of decision making within both state and federal experiences, to be held responsible, not so much by us, but by themselves, between them and their God, or that whichever they choose to live by. For in walking the talk of having us elect them, I am sure they said they would protect us. And protecting us is not what's happening. And now they even are so demonstrative, they are being very challenged about changing their mind. So we're going to call to the light of God. And once again, build a bubble of consciousness, of Christ consciousness around them. And for them to begin to feel their heart, to feel the love for the brother and the sister, for men, for women, within those that they govern, and to choose life for all souls, to choose living, to choose freedom. We don't see, I believe, freedom being afraid of being shot. So I blacken that out of those words and instead give it the freedom to live and be happy and joyful, knowing that we are safe. Knowing that we are safe. Knowing that within our alignment with Mother and Father, knowing that we are safe. So as I can see the clouds, and as they open, there are light beams that come and shine down on individuals who have the heart. They simply need to take their voice and let it be heard without fear. Good. Let's see what new comments are. Yes, we can do that. As I thought of that myself earlier, I thought of not desiring to infringe upon places where they are not of our belief, like Russia and China. And this is for recreation purposes, everyone. I think that's what everybody says. But in being harmless, I didn't want to infringe And I think what we can do is ask for the bubble of beautiful light form around all areas of democracy. And you can let me know how that feels to you if you understand my statement. For those people have already chosen that way of living. And just as we choose our way, I don't feel comfortable using the power of God to change it in this statement. But yes, our final one will be the large experience we give to the world. Now, next thing I want to do is the hologram. Hologram is a huge golden pyramid. And as we get done giving it its instructions, we begin it spinning. Now, when I was shown this, I saw it. That's great. Okay. And thank you, Carol. Over the United States. Now, here again, we may want to see it over all Democratic areas. So I'm hearing yes. So we're going to have one large one over the United States and have other ones done over areas that are part of NATO. How's that? They will have this hologram. And know that once we make a hologram, it never ends unless we intentionally make a statement for it to stop. So the goal is to make it very clear and concise and what we want or desire for that hologram to be doing. So what comes to me is that in this we must be very specific and asking all the angels and the ascended masters and this is how it's coming for all AR-15s or whatever they are that are not being used for military use of necessity to be laid down, to stop working. For them to disappear from the experience of these democratic locations. And let it be so now. Let the higher realms in the heavens move and bring this miracle to that where all of us live, where others like us live, who wish for peace and harmony and are living with the light inside our hearts, to ask this dangerous gun, the AR-15, be laid down. Stop working. And for help to come to those who do not know how to express that which they're feeling inside. And may that be so too, now. And we'll immediately see huge golden pyramids. The one for the United States is very huge, and I will start it spinning. And all in Europe, the Philippines, Japan, Taiwan, the Southern Hemisphere, all who desire peace from personal usage of guns. So be it. And I release it. Good. And we'll create another hologram for those who are contemplating hurting people with this gun, AR-15. So I reach out to all the angels and all the ascended masters to create another hologram. To be there, creating a bubble of Christ light around every soul who, for whatever reason they are deeming necessary, contemplating hurting people, to allow them to really feel the deep love of God and decide to surrender within and look for help. And so be it. So it has been spoken, and so it will be. Wherever it is. Very good. So now we have our final. Unless there's some other way one of you feel we need to do it. And we're doing multiple ways because it always works the more you have. And in whatever way, I hope you're going to continue these in the morning, in the evening, so that it is being constantly brought before people for choice. So I'm going to do our greater prayer for the earth. I'm calling out to the seven rays, to our solar gods, to Mother and Father, to all the ascended beings, Ashtar command. All those that are of United Nations, as they hover together ships in the air, to hear our cry of the human soul to stop. Stop finding AR-15 to be a part of fulfillment within a sick soul. Stop today. And within every soul that is contemplating, let there be a beautiful celestial bubble of Christ light appear around them, with his energy beginning to guide their heart into healing within themselves, and beginning to understand that life is sacred. As each of us are owning that our life is sacred, let it be known that all lives are sacred, for we are all one and the same. And we desire freedom. We desire to once again walk our land in freedom without being afraid. For we are told we are never needed to be afraid, and that God and Mother are always walking with us, watching over us. So it is for this we must do for us and for others, in knowing that we are safe. Good. As we let our hearts fill with joy, the joy of the peacefulness, the fairies and the gnomes, those once again they can play and sing in the land. And the trees can allow the wind to blow ever so gently in their harmony. And the clouds can move in the sky as observators of all things with a happy heart. For peace is that which we are looking for. And as we know, that answer is peace must be found within every soul, myself, as you, and all others. The earth lies within ourselves. So that celestial bubble is living around your own heart, the own earth of within you. It is a part of you that some may not yet be aware of, but you will. So we choose to let go of this anger, this understanding they think they're not loved. When they're looking for something that can't exist because they are always loved. We are always loved. That love is never ending as the bridge of the rainbow awaits us. Most have no understanding of what that is. For each tone, for each step you make, brings forth a healing and an evolving for you into truth. Do not be afraid of the rainbow bridge. It is a part of the journey, the path. So contemplate peace. Contemplate gentleness, ease, and truth. And most of all, believe. Many blessings. May peace be brought to all those families who, throughout this first few months, have lost so many. Excellent. So Julie says she loves this. A lot of highlight coming in. How did everyone do with that? Do you think we missed anything? Thank you, Cal. I do have one that I'm going to put out quickly here for women. It's coming. So, yes, let's call in the angels and the ascended masters to bring down a hologramming pyramid around the entire world for this statement. For all women around the globe of Earth, may the Earth know, may women know the freedom of their self, body, mind, and soul. May their spirit be allowed to choose. So be it, so it is. So it has been written. Spin. Have another statement. In the life of each soul, to whichever level you choose, may manipulation on all levels stop now, this moment, this time, for forever. So be it. So it is. Very good. Well, that was a lot of truth, wasn't it? Anyone have any thoughts? I offer back to Eve the apple to place it once again where it was. So Chase says, I felt the shower of rainbow light, gently cleansing and clearing, uplifting and blessing the earth. Thank you, Mother TheoSophia. But it was a collaboration between all of us. Just remember. Always our hearts become one. Yeah. Remember, thoughts are things. So as you think, so it becomes around you in your world. So think in loving ways in that crystalline ball of the consciousness of Christ around you. There's nothing that says you can't bring that in every day. And you'll begin to hear things you say that will be different than before. They will not have harm in them. You will be free in whatever way life is coming for you. Imagine of all the souls of light there are around the world that are beginning to understand and lift their prayers high as we did. Things will change. light is stronger than dark. It's been proven many times. Don't doubt it. Yes, so powerful. So now we embark upon our weekend. Yes, I will return on Monday. We will do another exercise in healing for the Eye of Horus. I hope you're enjoying and perhaps learning a little bit about the protectiveness of the Eye of Horus and the healing that comes with it. Horus himself was very gifted in so many, able to fly and able to see. Thank you, Chase, for that love and compassion. I return it to you. 10,000 times suns unfolding. Saint Germain would always write to us that way. He would always send us 10,000 suns times 10,000 suns unfolding. If you're wondering where that came from. Yes. And just contemplate that for a moment and see them all rising. So by the time you would get to the end of 10,000 of them, there it is, radiating full blow whenever it's been requested. Same with the violet angels, 144,000 violet angels can be on the inner part of your aura, protecting, embracing. They can be on the outer part of your aura. But know that for every piece of cell that there is a violet angel waiting to be called. All right. Now thoughts? Then it's time for me to go on with my day. This I will treasure. It was wonderful. Thank you for coming and having your heart working together with us. And I will be back on Monday at 11. Have a great weekend. Live life in happiness and joy and harmlessness. Many blessings.